Peace. What's good, y'all? This your boy Anti-Simp back with a new video, and I know I'm kind of late to this particular incident between Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, but I don't know. Let's get to it. Let's talk about this shit. So people have been talking about. I know there's people been saying this online that there's street justice coming for Tory Lanez. And the title of this video is pretty much, is there a street code? Is there street justice coming for Tory Lanez? And I'm going to tell y'all right now that the short answer is no, not really. See, every time that I was on social media and I saw something like that about how, you know, there's somebody talking about the street code, and it just sounds like a bunch of dudes who are romanticizing, hoping, and all that other jive. Every time I see someone talking about the street code, it sounds like a bunch of nerds and simps and weirdo broads hoping and romanticizing because they ain't got the guts to take matters into their own hands. I'm not a street cat, but I know I don't normally see dudes fighting for broads' honor on the streets every day, or anywhere. Only online you see that type of stuff, or the TV shows or movies. And when dudes do step to other cats, when dudes do try to fight for females' honor, when they try to fight for a woman or fight over a woman, those guys are usually the guys getting popped for not minding their own business. There ain't no code like you think. Women get touched too. Some of you might not have heard of guy Kira. I think her name was Gakira Barnes. She was one of those. She was a 17-year-old female assassin. Gakira Barnes was a woman who was involved in street level activity. Women are also involved in street level activity. Murders, robberies, fraud, and scams. But y'all sit there talking about a street code and how, women shouldn't be touched. Women and children shouldn't be touched. There should be a street code or whatever. This person's an innocent civilian. They're not as innocent as you think they are, homie. They're involved in this level of activity. They're involved in this game. They are fully aware of what they are doing and what they're getting themselves into, and they tell us all the time that this is what they want. All these dudes siding with Meg Thee Stallion, pandering online. To me, they ain't nothing but simps and internet thugs. And that's pretty much where I stand, regardless of the full story. Talking about a street code that doesn't exist. Ain't no rules in the streets. As street cats, I thought y'all would know that. But some of y'all don't. Y'all don't because y'all fake. Meg put that energy out there. If she was a dude who rapped about doing all these murders and all these things, like, nobody's feeling sorry for a guy like O'Malley or any other cat who was involved in that life because they rapped about it. Troy Ave. What's the other cat that got locked up? He ain't getting out for like 55 years. Lil Tay, I think his name is. Not Lil Tay. What is that boy's name, man? He was a young boy. I forgot what his name is. Lil Tate or something like that. Hold on, let me see if I can look it up on my phone right quick, because I want to be accurate. I want to try to be as accurate as possible. He ain't getting out of jail for a long. Like he by the time he get out of jail, like he was like 19 when he went to jail. Rappers jailed for murder. Hell, speaking of murder, what about what's the boy's name? TK, that's the name. TK is one of those rappers. I think that's his name. Let me make sure, man. Let me make sure. Yup, rapper TK is in jail for. Let me see where he's at. Where is he at? Let me see. What's the full story? The headlines. They don't got much of it up here. Oh yeah, he went viral with a song called "The Race," and he was found guilty of murder. They supposedly robbed and set somebody up, and he was sentenced to like 55 years after he was found guilty. O'Malley, another rapper that's in jail, right? Oh, they want the death penalty for him. These are successful rappers, you know. Successful rappers, well, successful in the sense that they sold things. You know, they were involved in this type of life. Then, you know, maybe their money wasn't that right. You know, they probably signed these little 360 deals or whatever. And the boy got albums. And mixtapes and stuff like that. And he's only 20 years old. By the time he get out, he'll be like 70 something. 75 probably. Maybe he'll get out on good behavior. But that man probably ain't never get. He might live it out. He might outlive his sentence or whatever. He might not outlive the sentence, but he might, you know, live long enough to actually be freed if he doesn't get involved in some type of activity in jail that probably ends up worse. But nobody feels sorry for these rappers when they put their energy out there in their music and, you know, bad things happen to them. So why are you feeling bad for women when they do the same thing? All these women putting out there in their music that they like street niggas and they like the street life. They like being involved in scammy activities, and they like saying certain things and being disrespectful in their music. Meg put that energy out there. She put that energy in her music, and realistically, I believe she's lucky. She is lucky all she got was clipped in the foot. She is lucky all that happened to her was she got clipped in her feet, because it could have been worse. And there has been worse. Talking about women shouldn't get touched. Bruh, some of the most violent offenders in the streets are women. I'll give you an example that happens from time to time. In the hood, in the streets, these codes. Let me ask you this. 3 people break into your crib carrying a gun. One of them is a woman. What would you do? What do you do? Do you kill all the men but leave the woman alive, possibly risking your life honoring a code? These same codes that you think that other people should honor in these streets that you are not a part of? Or do you put all of them down, ensuring that you survive to see the next day? Because shit like this happens in the streets. You can encourage women to stay away from the life, but if they don't listen, they know what they're doing. After all, it's their body. It is their choice. So mind your goddamn business. The streets ain't nothing to play with, man. Anyway, that's all the time that I care to give this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. You should subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you can get notifications every time I drop a new video. You can also check out my social media handles in the description, just in case you want to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. All right, you guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.